Hey guys, welcome back to the Lineup Show. I appreciate you watching. I hope you're having a blessed week. I found something interesting in looking at this Thursday night game, this Thursday night football game between the Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and that is on Draftkings. I can only find one defense. I am only seeing one defense on here. I've scrolled down. And you see the Buccaneers flag on there, but that's actually for a player, not for a defense. So then you go back up. I am not seeing the Buccaneers defense on here. So that is a first time I think I've ever seen that on DraftKings. But that's interesting. Nevertheless, guys, I guess hopefully they'll fix that before the actual game. But I don't know that I'm planning on playing their defense anyways. I don't believe that I am. Just looking this over, we got Bijan Robinson, who's probably going to be my favorite player on the slate, of course. Yeah, he's going to be very chalky. Probably played a lot as captain. He doesn't have a very good rush matchup. The Buccaneers are eighth in pass rush yards allowed. But they're 27th against the pass, or in pass yards allowed. They're 21st against the running back. And as you can see, just looking at week 13, he had 7 targets. In week 9, he had 10 targets. So I don't think it's going to be an issue getting him the ball. I think he's going to be a great play as usual. Bucky Irving, I actually do like the matchup here for him. The Falcons are 19th against the running back. They're 24th in rush yards allowed per game. And he's been playing pretty all right. I don't know that I expect him to get like a ton. I debated making him my captain, but I don't think that I'm going to. He only got 14.5 fantasy points when they played in week 1. And I get it. It's a different week entirely, injuries, stuff like that. I honestly do maybe expect them to play a little better. Not enough for me to want to make him my captain, I don't think. And I have someone else in mind. So Baker Mayfield in a spot here where the Falcons are 19th against the quarterback, 9th in pass yards allowed per game. I don't like the matchup. I will say in week 1 when they played each other, he got 22.6 fantasy points. So take that for what it's worth. Again, this is, week 15 compared to week 1. It's going to be completely different. Maybe not completely different, or else I wouldn't be looking at it. But yeah, I don't love the matchup. But I definitely could see playing Baker Mayfield, and I think I probably will, depending upon salary and how many other players I already have in that I like. But Emeka Egbuka, I think, is in a great spot here. The Falcons are 21st against the wide receiver, but they are 9th, as we said, in pass yards allowed. Week 1, he had 23.6 fantasy points against Atlanta. So I think he could still get the job done. I guess I sounded more like I liked it a little bit more than I actually do. I don't love it, but I do like it, that matchup. Here's the one that I'm talking about for captain that I do like. Kirk Cousins. I don't know. I've always kind of liked Kirk Cousins in the first place. But the Buccaneers are 30th against the quarterback, 27th in pass yards allowed per game, on average giving up 237.8 pass yards. So I like him because he's cheap. It's a great matchup. And I think if I make him my captain, it opens up a lot to play some other good players and matchups. So we got Chris Godwin in this one. He did not play in week 1 because he was injured. yeah, I think he would also be a good play here. Darnell Mooney, I think, would be a fantastic play here, because Drake London is injured. He's out. So I guess it's his knee that's injured, if you cared, if you wanted to know. But he is out, so that leaves Darnell Mooney. That leaves, who else does that leave for these guys? Sills. That leaves, what is his full name? I don't even know his full name. Let's look that up real quick, just so you know. David Sills the fifth is what it appears. Yeah, so I don't know that I really care to play Sills. I will say this Drummond guy got 5 targets last week, 3 in week 13, and 3 in week 12. So I think I like this Dylan Drummond guy quite a bit, actually, but he didn't get very many yards. 3 receptions on 5 targets. He only got 5.1 fantasy points. So it doesn't look like he got many yards on those catches. I don't know. I guess it must have been screens or something. Yeah, because he didn't get much yards. He got 21 yards on 3 targets. So, anyways, so you got those guys for your receivers, and then I guess from there we will take a look at Kyle Pitts. I don't love his matchup here. One, he's questionable. Passing game. Pitts is able to suit up. He'll remain. Yeah, not sure that he's even going to play. If he does, I don't really love the matchup anyways. The Buccaneers are 13th against the tight end. I would imagine he would still see an uptick with Drake London being out, but I just don't love it. With that said, I guess from there we scroll down and look who it is. It's the Buccaneers defense. Am I making this up, guys, or were they not on there before? I scrolled all the way up before, I'm almost certain, and did not see their defense. So they must have just added them. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah. Anyways, I guess we can look at the Buccaneers defense then. Their matchup against the Falcons is that the Falcons are 21st against the defense. That's what that is. I don't hate it, but I don't want to pay $8,100 for them. That seems like a lot for their defense. I apologize. I realize I'm scrolling all over the place on here. I like both kickers in this game, guys. I'd have to say I like Chase McLaughlin better as far as matchup goes. The Falcons are 23rd against the kicker. And then for Gonzalez, the Buccaneers are 12th against the kicker. But he averages 10.2 points a game, fantasy points a game, that is, compared to McLaughlin's 9.2. So, with that said, you also have Rachaad White here, who I don't think I have any interest in, but he could help change your lineup. Same thing with Tyler Algier. I don't think I like him here, but I like him better probably than Rachaad White. He just has some games where they run him at the goal line, stuff like that. That makes him sometimes fantasy relevant, but not always. If you want to see what he did in week 1, he only got 2.4 fantasy points in week 1 when they played them. Also, I don't know if I showed you or not, can't remember. But Bijan Robinson got 27.4 fantasy points in week 1 when they played each other. So I think that pretty well covers the people that I would care to play, except for maybe this Drummond guy. Yeah, I kind of like him, but I think we already went over him. Don't really care for that Johnson. I do kind of like Tez Johnson. He only saw 2 targets last week, but in week 12 he saw 4. I kind of like him. And yeah, I think that's about it as far as who I'm going to look at here. But let's go ahead and make this lineup. As I told you before, I'm going to put Kirk Cousins the top of the list. Of course, I'm going to play Bijan. And then I guess there's a question, do I like Bucky Irving better? Do I like Baker Mayfield better here? I'm not 100% sure, but I think I'm going to go with Irving. And that would still leave me with enough to play Mayfield, but I don't think I'm going to do it. I think I'm going to put Mooney in here. That would allow me to play Chris Godwin. It would not allow me to play Egbuka. I would like to play Egbuka, but I don't think I'm going to. I feel like I should go with Chris Godwin over a kicker, but I almost feel like I'm going to go with a kicker here. And then that would leave me with 3,800 to throw in either Sterling Shepard, who saw 0 targets last week, David Sills, who saw 4 targets last week, Tez Johnson, who saw 2 targets last week. There's also Sean Tucker could throw in here, which I don't hate that idea actually. Or I could go with the 5 targets to Dylan Drummond. He just didn't get many yards. So for the sake of the video, I'm going to throw him in here. It might be Sills. Might even be Pitts. But I don't think I'm going to play Kyle Pitts. Yeah. Well, I think I'm going to call that one a video, guys. I was just looking. I was kind of hoping maybe to play both kickers here. It's not going to happen, I don't think, salary-wise. So, anyways, would that open up enough to play Bijan at top? Probably not if I'm still... It actually would. Okay, now we're in business. That would actually open me up to play Bijan Robinson as captain. Because we went so cheap there at the bottom. I like it, guys. Hey, as usual, I wish you the best for your lineups. Please feel free to get on here and tell the rest of our subscribers, anyone else out there, whether you've won, did good, regret playing someone, let us know. But I appreciate you watching. Feel free to subscribe if you haven't, and I will talk to you guys again later for the Sunday main slate. Thank you so much. Have a good one.